Hello, this is Barbara Rosenbaum. I was born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on a snowy, stormy morning, February 14th of 1951. I have a sister that lives in Pittsburgh and a brother that's now in North Carolina. I have two daughters, Mary and Amy, and Mary lives in Gary, Indiana, and Amy is in Mississippi. This is El Paso, Texas. It's so beautiful here. It took me a long time to get here. I left Pittsburgh in 1970, and I didn't get here till 1986. Places that I went to find this place: North Carolina, Nashville, Pittsburgh, Houston, Seattle, San Antonio, and then I made it here. So happy to be in El Paso. You see our beautiful weather, our beautiful scenery, the scenic sights, the Franklin Mountain Range. I met my husband here in 2000. We got married on Scenic 5. I was employed with the United States government with the VA system most of my young life, and when I moved to El Paso, I was working at William Beaumont Army Medical Center, and that is where in 1986 I became a coder. In 1992 I took the certification for coders, and I passed the CCS, Certified Coding Specialist, and in 1993 I landed a job teaching coding at El Paso Community College. The teaching was a miracle. In my young life, when I was 7, some skin disruptions occurred on my legs, and they were very small, and then they grew, and my parents took me to the dermatologist to figure out what they were. I attended a worldwide dermatologist convention, and no one to this day knows what they are. Back in the 50s and 60s, little girls wore dresses all the time. And so you can imagine being on a streetcar or a bus and a nice lady saying to me, "Oh, honey, what happened to your leg? Did you get a burn?" So when it came time to do my teaching, I had this background of being shy, and I got to the classroom 3 hours before I needed to teach the class, and thought about, that time I gave a speech in 7th grade, and I cried. I wrote a real patriotic message, and it really got to my heart. And so all these things are going through my mind. But I love teaching. I got over it. The first class went fine. So, not a problem. I had a story about a little squirrel. I found him in the 5th grade. And that's a cute little story. I have some, I love taking pictures, a hidden hobby of mine, taking cruises. We went to Alaska, Pacific, Mexico, the Caribbean. I submitted my
You got time?
application to this show because my husband made a comment about, does anybody get on that show? So on a dare, I applied, and I Googled it. I found the site, and here I am. I enjoy watching the show. I enjoy watching Howie, and I hope someday I can be on the show with him.